What is going on? Alan Newell coming to you live on a Wednesday night. Today is March the 1st. First day of March, January, February gone. 2 months out of 2023 already gone. This is the third month, the last month of the first quarter of this year. Great things happening. We had an amazing February. I mean, amazing sales wise. Absolutely blew it out of the water. Record breaking month. I mean, it's just been crazy. I don't know what else to say. And so great stuff. And because of that, there's lots of people that are going to be qualifying for the upcoming trip, and there's people that are the upcoming trip to New York. The New York trip, New York state of mind. Anybody thought about that? Anybody considered that? Got 3 people on watching. Put in the comments. Are you planning to go to New York? And if you want to go to New York and you hadn't planned to, but you want to, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the upcoming rewards trip. And I appreciate you tuning in. Let me know whether you're live or following. But New York, New York. You know what's funny? I've been all over the place. I've traveled internationally. I've traveled all over the world. There's 2 things that I have never done. Get this. I have never been to New York City except for Long Island. Flew in there. I was coaching Team USA's hockey team in 2004 for the World Cup games. And so I flew into New York, a Mensla. Flew into New York. They're watching on YouTube. And went to Long Island to a hockey rink and did hockey tryouts for Team USA's Pee Wee team and to get ready to go to the World Cup games. And so I was there in and out in 2 days. Didn't go downtown New York City. So I've never been to New York City. Isn't that crazy? The other weird thing that I have never done, and I say weird, I don't know that it's weird. I'm sure there's lots of people who haven't done it. I mean, I've been many vacation spots: Hawaii, Cancun, Mexico, Acapulco, the Riviera, all over the place. And Bali, not Bali, but Breckenridge, Colorado. Trying to think where else I've been internationally. I've never been on a cruise. Never been on a cruise ship. And so planning to, I don't, there's mixed reviews on cruise, and I'm not, hey, I'm not against it, but mixed reviews. But what I'm excited about with this trip to New York is what they've got planned for this trip to New York. It's going to be exciting. Once in a lifetime journey with us, experience the magical energy of New York, luxury accommodations, fine dining, entertainment. You see, 3 luxurious nights. What I like about that, 3 nights, 4 days, 3 nights, is the fact that they've got it planned out. They've got the trip planned out. Okay. And so, because I can't, if you go to New York, what are you going to do? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that there's some great stuff there. I know that Eddie's daughter, Sawyer, lived up there for several years and was in the entertainment industry up there. I'm pretty sure she was a stage manager slash, an event manager type thing for the actors and so anyway, I'm sure this is going to be amazing because she knows New York. She lived there. Fine dining, entertainment, luxury accommodations. Here's the itinerary. Thursday, pack your bags, loved ones. This is for you and a person. This is you plus one. Jet to New York. If you're at the ambassador rank, you'll be picked up in a limo. Great stuff going on in New York. Friday, June 8th, rise early or sleep in, your choice. Saturday, June. See, they've got everything planned out. Empire State Building, lots of cool stuff. Another day, your heart of the city. This is a vacation trip. This is a vacation trip. So it's going to be an awesome way to see New York when it's planned out and you've got transportation, you've got people that are there that know what they're doing. I'm excited about it. What I want to talk about to you tonight is this. Are you planning to go, hey, Victoria, how are you? Am I director level? Yes, I'm above a director level. Yeah. So anyway, here's the qualifications. This is a premier rewards trip. And so get this. In order to qualify, let's talk about that for a second. Let me kind of move this camera a little bit so I can see exactly what in the world I'm talking about here on the screen, because you know how these mixed screens are. Hello, Facebook person. I can't see your name on there. But look at this. Start spreading the qualification news. Reward trip New York starts January. So it started January 1 qualifications. The full qualification periods is January through April. So we're through the first 2 months, January and February. Now we have March and April to earn the trip in one of two ways. Advance in rank to the level of national director or above. So if you're a regional director, if you're a director, if you're a national manager, wherever you are, you rank to national director or above, you're there. You qualify. You're in. Simple to do. If you just focus on it, and if you want to do that, and you say, how do I get there? Get with me personally, because everybody's journey from there to get to national director is going to be different, depending on where you are now and the following you have. But listen, it can be done. Trust me, it can be done. And I can help you do it. The second way you can qualify is achieve year-over-year increase in, now this is the important part, in paid OV, organizational volume, for your rank. For your rank. The level of percentage growth is calculated from January to April, volume baseline for your rank, compared to January of April 2023. So the volume, the paid rank, and I'm going to show you a spreadsheet in a minute so you understand what that means. The paid rank of where you qualified, and the rank that you currently are. Okay. And so you've got to increase. So if you're a regional director and you increase your OV 50%, then you qualify for the trip. Now, must be at regional director level or higher by the end of the qualification period to qualify and attend. You see there? So if you are regional director and you increase your OV, your paid OV, I want to go back up here, paid OV. And the reason I'm going to show you why that makes sense to people, but anyway, and you increase it by 50% over the previous year, then you qualify during the qualification periods. Additionally, regional directors, I'm at the bottom of the screen, must have a minimum of 50,000 plus monthly paid organizational volume. Again, the key word there is paid. To qualify, regional directors and national directors must reach their rank 2 times during the qualification period. Executive rank and above may hit the rank 1 time during qualification periods. Understand that. Look, regional director must reach their rank 2 times. So now if you're not a regional director, we have to hit it in March and then again in April. We can do that. It can be done. It can be done. Promise you. If you're serious about it, you can do it. Executive rank and above may hit the rank 1 time during the qualification period. So paid OV increase, which I'm going to cover in a minute. Regional director 50% increase, national director 25% increase, executive 20%, regional executive 15%, national 10%, and ambassador 5%. You say, well, why the decrease in percentages? Because the volume is much higher. To be an ambassador, you're $750,000 a month in paid OV. Does that make sense? Okay, good to know. Good to know. So you can make it there. You can make it anywhere. New York City awaits you. What's included in this is air travel for you and 1 guest, and luxury hotel accommodations. Dinners will be served for 3 nights, and breakfast credit will be provided you. Eat on your own schedule. Lunch is on your own to allow you to kind of cruise around. Some people may want to go to Chinatown. Some people may want to go and eat Thai food. Some people may want to go and eat whatever you want to do for your lunch. You're on your own. And there are perks based on rank. Get this. If you're an executive, they're going to give you $250 spending money. That's in addition to everything else that they're doing. Joe Rinaldi. Hey, Joe, how are you? That's Lynn from Chicago. Yeah, and Lynn, I sent you a message earlier to give me a shout out. $250 regional executive, spa package, national executive, entertainment package, ambassador, first class, business class, first or business class airfare. Isn't that cool? Awesome. 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 So you want to be part of it. Now, so let me show you what that means. Okay. What does that mean when you say, Alan, how do we qualify? What is paid OV? What is that? What are you referring to? Well, here's the sheet. And I'm going to, all right, good. So the whole sheet. If you need to enlarge that on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you can enlarge that. I'm going to enlarge it anyway so you can see it so that we can get a better feel for what you're looking at there so you can understand it. Okay, so where's my zoom at? Zoom, view, a zoom. Okay, so let's go to 125%. Look at there. All right, good deal. All right, so you see that I've got in here January of 2022, January 2023. This was your OV for level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. I've got it all the way through level 10 volume. But see, if you're a director currently, you're being paid on levels 1 through 5. This is you. If you're currently a director and you were a director last year, you're being paid 1 through 5. So that's all you have to worry about increasing is those levels. You see? Now, you may have some big volume down here, but this is not paid OV. So what is your rank and what is your paid rank? I'm being paid as a director. Great. So in January 2022, this is the volume that I did through my level 5. In January 2023, this is the volume that I did. I had a 2% increase on level 1, a 6.7% increase on level 2. I was down 25% on level 3, a 6% increase on level 4, and a 13.3% increase on level 5. Now, I've got to get to regional director to get there. I've got to reach this rank. And you can see there's a 5% rank growth there. But if this was 0, if this number was 0 last year, you weren't getting paid on that. Look what happens. Look what happens to that. So then you're looking at that would obviously be a 100% growth. Let's put that in there. 100% growth in that period. Isn't that cool? Look at that, 100%. So let's go to February. Again, this is your paid rank. Grew 16.7 on level 1, 8.8 level 2, 14% level 3, negative 14.3 on level 4, down 10% on level 5. This is your paid, what you're being paid at. If you're rank advancing to this, you've got 100% growth in that category, in that particular line, because that's now your paid OV, because you got to reach regional to be able to get there. If you haven't reached regional in these first 2 months, then you've got to reach it in these last 2 months. Paid OV. Does that make sense? Paid OV. So I'm going to change this border right here because I want to make sure that format cells border top and bottom. Let's get rid of that top. Let's get rid of that bottom. I want to make sure that you understand that you're going to have to reach regional director or above in order to qualify. So what am I doing here? I'm going to format these cells and I'm going to show you a border right there and says this is where you need to be to qualify. Regional director or above, and you have to rank advance to regional director above, and this is your paid OV. So you hit it in March, this is your paid OV. And last year you were not, so that'd be 100% growth there. 100% growth. Does that make sense? Make sense so far, right? So as you go over here to the right-hand side, what I've done is I put these calculations in here. And if you were director or above, you got 11.6% growth. But if you grew over here and you picked up this additional volume and you had 100% growth over there, let's just put that in there. Let's put 100%. Now, if I take this and drag it down here, see what that shows me. What's my volume? I got to add T7, T8 divided by 6. See what that's showing me here. What's that growth? T4, right there, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I got to add T9 to that. Formulas. Aren't formulas great? And what is that percentage? So then you can see what your percentage growth would be, and you can tell how much your growth is. What is the percentage on that? Percentage value for something, it doesn't like that. Okay, so I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I think because I've got these numbers put in here and I don't have these. Let's do this. All right, so you're going to have somehow it still doesn't like what I'm doing over here. Oh, I see, because I've got a value here. So let's do this, and let's drag this down, and let's create a value there. Okay, so what is this? This is G8, G8, K8, O8, S8, okay, and divided by 4, all right? And so if this is 0, 0, 6.5, 100%. I've got a bad number right there. Look at that. There you go. So if that were the case, then you would have a 13.7% growth and you reached the regional director level. Change this to 100%. Okay, now, so depending on what your numbers are right here, let's just say that our goal over here is a 40% growth. If you reach that number, if you got a 40% growth on regional director, I'm making a mess of this, aren't I? It's all right. It's okay. You don't have to be perfection. I did it for director, and I didn't do it for regional director. So as you can see, if you've got a 40% growth as a regional director, 50% growth, then you would qualify for the trip. You rank advanced to regional director, you qualify for the trip. If you are looking at national director, you with me? This would be your pay line, and this would be your numbers. And then you've got to say, am I qualifying for this number? Does that make sense? You got to put these percentages in there. I got to change my calculations. And then it would give you a number right here. %. I'm 42% growth, and I'm at the national director level. Then I qualify. What do you mean by that, Alan? Okay, so let's go back and let's look at this rewards trip screen. Let's look right here. National director, you need 25% growth. The key that I'm trying to explain to you here is right up here. It's paid OV. The reason I want people to understand that is because when you look in your back office and you go to your volume and you look down the bottom on your right-hand side, it'll show you your OV. It'll show you what your income is, your OV is. Does that make sense? What your OV is. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you've got the right amount of percentage growth and the right amount of percentage growth for the rank. If this is where you are, national director, then this is all you can count. You can't count volume that's down here because you're not being paid on this. You're not being paid on this. Let's just say that you have a team that's exploded down here in in February of 2023. And this team down here, instead of 38, they did 11,850. Okay. That's a 220% growth on that level, but you're not being paid on that level. And then they come in again this next month and they do 14.5. And they come in this next month and they do 21.6. You see, this is massive growth for that particular category, for that particular, for your team, for the people below you, but your rank is above that. And so you would qualify here. That's where you would need the 25%. I just wanted to clarify that. I wanted to make sure everybody understood what paid OV means. Paid OV. Because I had somebody contact me and say, if you look at what my team's doing, and their team is on level 7, 8, and 9 is rocking. But they're being paid as a regional director. So the only thing that counts towards the trip is the regional director and above, which is down to level 6 or down to level 7. Down to level 7. So anyway, long story short, it's going to be an exciting trip. We're excited about it. We want you to be able to get this trip. If you have questions, and I may have confused some of you. If I confused you, I apologize. But if you have questions on how to hit this, on what these ranks are, what your paid OV is, what your percentage growth is, what it's taken for you to qualify for this trip, reach out to me personally. You can message me on social media. You can send me a text message, whatever you need to do. Reach out to me personally. Let's look at where you are. Let's look at what you need to do. Let's lock arms. Let's make this thing happen. Let's come together and let's get you that trip to New York. Let's get you that trip to New York. Whatever your mind can conceive, you can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive, you can achieve. You are one person away from massive growth and massive success. It could be the very next person you plant a seed with, the very next person you ask to come on board, the very next person you communicate with. You are one person away from having massive growth and massive success. It's all about planting the seeds. You see, planting seeds is having faith in the future. That's what planting seeds is all about, having faith in the future. So get out there, plant those seeds, make it happen. Let's have a great March. February was a record month, not just a record month over last February, but a record month total. Biggest month we've ever had in sales. February. February is not supposed to be that way. March, April, and May, 3 of the best months of the year for building in the direct sales business. Why? People are looking to lose weight. People are looking to get in shape. People are looking to earn some extra money. They're trying to get past those credit card bills that they had from Christmas. And now they're out there making things happen because the COVID thing is over. And so we're all getting out there meeting people. Have a great night. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you have a blessed night. Hope to see you in New York.